you. I am very committed to educating people on this concept of pitch. But as we talk about 2024, it's very important to reflect on how far we've come and the incredible potential that lies ahead for all of us. We've all faced challenges. As I heard on the stage tonight, overcome some obstacles. Welcome to the game of life. And you've persevered through difficult times. I think that's the definition of success, is you looked it straight in the face and you kept going anyway. But I will tell you, as 2024 is now almost coming to the first month end, it goes quick. Now is the time to look forward with hope and enthusiasm. And I don't know about you, but I am so ready to embrace it. See, to me, life is a series of journeys, and this one, whatever it has been for you, it's just a chapter in your larger story. It's essential that each ending has got to be a new beginning. The closing of one door opens another, and with every challenge, we find opportunities and growth for development. My friends, you're a living testament to the power of determination and resilience. Give your arms, just give yourself a big hug because you did it, you're here. 2024 has to be your best year because it's here. There is no going back. Forward will happen, but it's here right now. And I would love to next year, 2025, go, look what we set out to do. You know, I talked about implementation being my 2023 word. This year is duplication, is being able to offer other people the work so I don't have to do it all. I got to tell you, that's made a big difference. Letting people do things that I thought I was the best at. You cannot do this life alone. In your life, you've probably proven that you can achieve great things when you set your mind to it. Do that again. If you peaked in high school, you peaked too soon. So as you're stepping out to the world now, I want you to take this moment right now. Carry the sense of accomplishment of your life with you, all the good and all the bad. It may be a magnet on your refrigerator, but I'll tell you what, life does happen for you, not to you. It's not just the good things you celebrate. You have to celebrate the bad things, or not call them bad things, the obstacles, the roadblocks, because they help make you who you are. If you want to get to this end of this life and die empty, that means you have no regrets. You look back and you let go of things that have been holding you. Nobody cares anymore that in second grade, you stood up to give a book report and you got nervous, they made fun of you, and maybe you peed all over yourself. And then you decided to never do that again. We heard on this stage tonight the word vulnerability. I never wanted to be vulnerable. I grew up in a time when it was perfect. Dallas and Dynasty, and everything was coiffed and amazing. The best that happened to me was I cried one day on stage, and the audience fell in love with me. I'd lost one of my best friends right before I went on stage. I got a phone call. I've never experienced such trauma and pain and such unbelievable love. I could barely speak, and a room full of 400 people literally hugged me. One of the best nights of my entire life, but I'd also lost my best friend at 51. She had an asthma attack on the front step of her son's house, and she just rung the doorbell. No one heard her, and she died. I learned about vulnerability in the most painful way, and it changed everything. It just dawned on me as I was in front of people that I'm going to spend my life in front of people sharing this, because you can do it one at a time, and that's great. But as I'm about to launch on Monday a new speaker certification program, because like Vito, I get it. I get the power. I also get the honor and privilege that you guys are listening to me. I sometimes, without sounding like an imposter, because I know that my words carry weight. I know that my pain carries a message. It's kind of cool. It's definitely kind of cool. And I'd love other people to do it. I will tell you, here's a free gift. Ask Forbes Riley. Join me tomorrow night. Let me love on you. There's no charge for it. The people will pay, but you're not going to pay. Show up on a Zoom call with me like Donna has, like Sherry has, like Mo has, and let me do my little pitch magic on you. You never have to see me again, but I'll tell you what, Sunday nights in my world are pretty darn special. So success is not measured solely by the destination. It is measured by the journey itself. There's no brass ring. You don't get to New York, or you get to London, or you get to the moon, or you get to heaven. You don't get anywhere. It's the journey. And I'll tell you what, it's worth going on. It's about the lessons that you learned, the relationships you forged, and the personal growth that you've achieved along this way. I'm going to ask you and beg you to please embrace the experiences, good and bad. I can remember standing with my parents at hospice, bidding my beautiful mom and dad goodbye, thinking the world was going to end, and it didn't. I wish it had at that moment. And I'm so grateful it didn't, because carrying that on, that love, when I hear people talk about their mom and their dad or mending a relationship, I'm all for that, because I'll tell you what, like Vito said, the moments are fast. The moments are very fast, but the years are short, way too short. And I'll tell you what, as I've watched them shape myself and other people into this remarkable person that you are today, in the face of uncertainty and confusion, remember every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. Please keep your dreams alive. Pursue your passion. Like we said, nowadays you can make books and documentaries. Decide to do something. Don't decide to do everything. Do one thing, focus on it. And my daughter's favorite 3 letters are GSD. She's a pretty tough little kid. Stands for get shit done. Don't be afraid to take risks because there's nothing else worthwhile. Playing safe was never a life well led. Ask my mom. It was a very small life. I loved her very much, but I looked at her and said, I'm not going to be you. I'm going to tell you right now, you have the skills, the knowledge, and the spirit to make a difference in this world. And if you're short of something, go find a mentor, go take a class, go join a mastermind. They're everywhere. Everyone you want to reach is right within your grasp right now. Go to seminars, go to trainings, go to speeches, and then get up on that stage and feel those nerves and do it anyway. So as you move forward, please don't forget to support the encouragement and give your friends and family some love, even the ones who told you you couldn't do it. Cherish those connections. Continue to seek guidance and wisdom for those who've walked similar paths from you. That's what mentors do. My dear friend Les Brown, he said, you don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to start to be great. So today marks the end of one chapter. It marks the end of day 1 for the LA Tribune. I'm so proud that my dear friend Sharon Lecter, who I've been through so much with. We are 2 women speaking, and like Vito said, in a bit much in a man's world, taking lots of slings and arrows. I have a lot to share with people because I did it, and I don't ever want you to work as hard as I did. So I'm going to help you leapfrog over some of that, okay? But now is the moment when you have to make a choice. You have to decide, is 2020 really my year? Is that what they're talking about? Can I step up, lean in, do more? It's a choice to keep moving forward, to pursue your dreams, and to become an extraordinary individual in your own eyes. You don't have to be everything for everybody, but when you look in the mirror and you say, you know what, kiddo? You did it. You took a chance. You reached out. You didn't let fear hold you back. You're not your parents. You're not your teachers. You're not anybody but you. And you don't need anyone else's permission but yours. So perhaps an exercise for tonight is when you leave this broadcast, which will happen in a few minutes, go walk to your bathroom mirror. Look at it. First of all, when you look at it, I'd be curious to see the first thing you look at. Do you immediately go, oh, what's that, a wrinkle? Is that a gray hair? Knock it off. Be grateful for the body you've got. Otherwise, someone's very willing to take it away from you. Embrace those wiggly jiggly thighs, because the girl who's stuck in a wheelchair would love to have your thighs. Or the little belly roll that I have because I pushed out 2 healthy 7-pound twins. Those are my battle scars. I may not rock a bikini like I was 20, but I don't need to. Remember the greatest achievers in history? See, they weren't immune to the slings and arrows or the setbacks or the failures. They endured them just like you and I did. The difference is they persevered because they believed in themselves, in their dreams. And you look in that mirror and you say, I hereby grant you permission to fill in the blank. Forbes Riley, I hereby grant you permission to be so bold that you get on stage and share your message. I hereby give you permission, grant you permission to not play small anymore because it never served you or anyone else. I hereby grant you permission, fill in the blank. What's going to be your permission tonight? What do you want permission to do? And then grant it to yourself. There's no big Wizard of Oz giving you permission. It's you. It's you in that mirror. And so in closing, please let the memories of this journey inspire you to reach for the stars, to believe in yourself, to trust in your abilities, and to have the courage to chase your dreams. Because when you do that, we stand there and we applaud you. The universe applauds you. People, but next generation applaud you for chasing your dreams, for writing about them, for holding classes, for just not playing so small. The only limits that exists, and this is crazy, the only limits that exist are the ones that you place on yourself. So congratulations. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of today. There's 2 more days of this beautiful, beautiful summit. Mo and Ava and the whole crew who put this together, they really deserve a round of applause. But I'm going to ask you to go out and make a difference, to never stop striving for this word that I love, not perfection. In fact, don't let the perfect ruin the good. I believe in excellence. I believe that you are one breath, one thought, one action away from everything you've ever dreamed. My name is Forbes Riley. Forbes like the magazine. Riley is in the good life. Prove me right. Guys, we may only live once, but if we do it right, Once is enough.